Today I'm going to share with you how to simplify your golf swing, rotate around your spine angle. Make sure you check this video out. Welcome back to the TruGolf Academy. You've joined me, Jon Watts, today in our indoor golf studio, and today's video, as I mentioned there in the intro, is all going to be about simplifying your golf swing. So we're going to be talking about rotating around your spine angle, making the simplest movement possible to be able to get A back to B, the club back to the golf ball. If you're new to my channel and you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. The info for me just coming along the bottom of the screen right here, at least 2 instructional videos a week. Right now, I'm going to jump into this one. So as mentioned there, what we're going to be discussing is simplifying your golf swing. What we really want to be able to do is rotate around our spine angle. So we're setting our spine angle here at address about 55 to 60 degrees. Now what we want to really try and feel like we're doing is rotating around that, generating enough rotation that we can develop speed. So we're looking for around that 90-degree shoulder turn. Most people will need to allow their hips to turn, maybe half of that to complete their shoulder turn, but it does depend on age, fitness, flexibility, injury. So do the exercises, find out how much you need your hips to rotate. Now, a lot of golfers get into mistakes because when they're trying to rotate, they're losing spine angle. So we see their head moving up and away from the golf ball, their spine angle rising, or perhaps we see on the downswing them making a movement trying to get the club in a certain position that again they lose their posture. What does that really mean? Miss strikes. They don't hit the ball out the center of the golf club enough, they're not passing that energy from club to golf ball that we really want. So I'm going to start with a real simple at-home exercise, just using a chair, a stool, but I'll show you how you could use it without that. So for this one here, we're mainly going to use our downline camera. This is going to be really useful. I'm going to hold the club across my shoulders. I'm going to get into golf posture. I'm going to tilt forwards over the chair. So it's running through about the center, almost just above my belly button really. I'm tilting forwards. What I'm trying to get the sensation of here is that I stay tilted over this chair as I coil back. Now for that to happen, I feel like my lead side is moving down in front of me. My lead elbow here is moving down in front of the chair. My trail elbow moving up and behind me, okay? So I have maintained my spine angle, my 55, 60 degrees I set with. And to allow that, again, that trail shoulder to move behind me, my trail hip is moving behind me. And you can see I'm well away from this stall and chair. So what I'm not doing is making a golf swing where my pressure is going forwards into my toes, or I'm standing up and out of posture and you can see my lead elbow nowhere near this chair. I want to feel like it runs down and in front of it here, and I want to feel like my trail arm is up and behind, okay? On the downswing, what I'm looking for is to replace those. So I want the trail arm and side going down towards the golf ball, and now it's my trail arm skimming the front of this chair. My lead side is moving up and behind me. So that was the backswing movement. This is that downswing movement with the trail arm moving in front of me. And I've kept this across my shoulders. I'm not getting it coming away. I'm keeping it pinned to my shoulders as I'm making that movement. So tilting forwards over the chair, lead arm is running along the chair on the way back, the back of the chair here, then my trail arm is moving in front of it. In the downswing, what I'm not doing in the downswing is making any sort of movement where my hips are thrusting forwards towards the chair. If I did that kind of movement, you would see this cane go very high, and again, neither elbow are anywhere near the pad of the front of this chair, the stall in front of me. So it's a great exercise just to know whether we are rotating around our spine angle. What you'll see from the downline angle, I'm keeping my back angle as I turn back, keeping my back angle as I turn on the downswing. What we don't want to see is that change, whether it's in the backswing or the downswing. Now, if you didn't have something like this handy, you could, one of my favorite drills, just use an exercise where we're going to go, again, club across shoulders, but we're going to use a marker about 2 to 3 feet outside the golf ball. So I've got a pot of tee pegs here, which is just next to my pyramid of golf balls. I'm going to stand about the right distance away. I'm going to put the club again across my shoulders, keeping it nice and level. And I'm just trying to get that sensation that the end of the grip points at the pot of tee pegs here, which, as I said, is 2 to 3 feet past the golf ball, and it's a little bit behind the ball, almost on the inside of my trail thigh, because I want to feel like I'm loading some pressure into my trail foot. So on the backswing, I want to feel my pressure, my weight a little bit more onto my right side for me. So I'm turning behind the golf ball, but this is pointing down at that pot of tee pegs. Again, I'm not changing this angle. I'm keeping it pinned to my shoulders. So my lead side is moving down and in front of me. My trail side is moving up and behind me. Now grab a golf club. Get that same feeling of what it's like for your lead shoulder to move down and in front of you, your trail shoulder, trail hip to move up and behind you. Replace those movements on the downswing. My trail shoulder, trail hip feels like it's going down towards the ball. My lead side, lead shoulder, lead hip feels like it's moving up and away from the golf ball. So that's the sensation we're really trying to get, is that we're turning around our spine angle, not changing our spine angle, which causes so many faults, missed contacts, missed strikes, change in path, all sorts of issues when we're going up and down. Now, to not overcomplicate it, if anything, with the elite golfers, with the long hitters out there, they're maintaining spine angle in the backswing. If anything, they're increasing it on the downswing. And a lot of golfers feel like they're going to catch the ground heavy from there, but they're using those ground force reactions to push off. If we're going for the simplest movement to get A back to B, and we're not worried about generating as much speed as those elite golfers that we're looking at there, then we're really talking about just maintaining spine angle. That would be great for most golfers who are losing posture, as I said, whether it's backswing or downswing. So start with some nice slow golf swings, some smooth movements, and I want you to really focus lead shoulder down in front of me on the backswing, and then on the downswing, if I've got a second thought, I'm going to feel on my trail side almost moves down to cover the golf ball. So I could even do that exercise. You may have seen me do this before if you're not new to my channel. I'm always trying to get our trail palm looking like it's slapping the golf ball here, kind of me making contact. Felt like I might have pushed it just a touch right. Going to catch a little bit, hopefully, the green with a decent bounce. But nice smooth swings to start with. Just feeling like I can maintain posture, get quality of strike, get that club back on the golf ball. Strike is really a key point, and if you can measure strike, very simple to do so, just spraying the face or putting some tape across the face where you can see ball contact, or even a line on the golf ball, and then you get that line etched onto the golf club of where you strike the golf ball. It really is a key part, and if we can help maintain our spine angle, it's going to make it a lot simpler. Let's hit one more. Balance setup. The feeling for me in the backswing is that my lead shoulder moves down and in front of me, my trail shoulder moves up and behind me, and then it's my trail side collecting the golf ball on the way through. You may not need to work all that. You may know that your fault is in the backswing. You may know that your backswing's good and your fault is actually in the downswing. So how you focus on it depends on you and where your fault lies. It's always worth looking at the video. One more. That felt really good. Very solid contact, straight down my target line. Nice smooth mid-iron that I'm hitting there. Really got the sensation of rotating around my spine angle rather than these up and down movements. I know if you can give those at-home exercises a whirl, it's definitely going to improve your game. If you're new to my channel, as I said at the start, and you haven't already, please consider subscribing, and do hit the thumbs up to this video as well.